This is not Joe Mason's car. His car was stolen right before his eyes in broad daylight while he was delivering a pizza to a home in Dartmouth a few weeks ago. It started out like any other delivery. Mason knocked on the door, took payment, and handed over the pie. But when he turned around to go back to his car, a man was already in the driver's seat, and a woman was running toward the 2016 Toyota Corolla.
I was up the top step here like this. I said, "See you later" to them guys, and I was there like, and I stepped out, and my car was right where he is. It was parked across the driveway. And I come, and look, I see someone. I said, "Oh, is that my car?" And I said, "It is." And then I started running. And I come to about here, and I guess, "Get out of my effing car, or you're stealing my." And that's when they took off. And I probably get to this wheel here or something like this by the time they shut the door. I don't even know if she looked back. She just shut the door and they flew out of there.
Mason had left the car running at the end of the short driveway, which he says is not unusual for delivery drivers. He quickly realized his keys, wallet, and phone were all inside the car.
I was in a bit of shock. I didn't know what to think. And then I turned around. I realized everything was in the car, my phone as well. So I went rapping on the door. And I said, "Call the cops, my car's been stolen." And she started laughing. I said, "No, really, call the cops." And she did, and the police were here in less than 5-10 minutes. I barely got off the phone with them when they were here.
Mason does deliveries for Sassy's Pizza a few nights a week and had only purchased the vehicle earlier this year. But the biggest loss for Mason was his sense of security. Given his ID and house keys were in the car, he had his locks changed.
You got to be careful too that if they're going to take your car, who's to say they won't come in your home? So.
Mason said he was told by police they don't actively investigate car thefts unless new information is brought forward or the car is spotted. So he was surprised to hear from police earlier this week that they had found his vehicle, damaged and unoccupied, here on Cannon Terrace in Dartmouth. Mason has now been reunited with his vehicle, but he says the homecoming was bittersweet.
I always feel violated. It's like someone breaking into your house. I mean, what have they been doing in your car, and what it's done to the outer part of my car, the tires and the brakes and every other thing done to my car. So it's a blessing in disguise. They found it, but then it's, you got to look at them on both sides of the coin.
Halifax Regional Police told CBC News the case remains under investigation. But Mason says one thing is for sure. He won't be leaving his keys in the car while making pizza deliveries anymore. Thomson, CBC News, Dartmouth.